I'm a Haven girly through and through, but after our latest trip, I think I may have been converted. Let's get into it. Haven versus Butlins. So let's talk about price. First thing I'm going to say is Butlins is cheaper than Haven. Yep, I said it, especially when you factor all that is included within the price. Now, don't get me wrong, you can get a Haven holiday quite cheap for like £60, which is fantastic for a caravan, which I do prefer, but I'll get into that later. But for everything that you get included with Butlins, you just can't compare the two. So let's talk about accommodation. Haven is caravans, love them. Butlins' cheapest option, it's basically like a hotel room, no kitchen, so pretty basic. And yes, you've probably seen the horror stories of Butlins. These usually don't get the best reviews, however our stay was fine. Between the two, it is just personal preference. Now on to facilities and entertainment. With Haven, when you pay, you get your swimming and arcade included. That's if you don't do the Haven Hideaway. And it usually is pay per activity. Now, I'm not saying that Butlins doesn't have that, because they absolutely do. We had to pay extra for climbing. With Butlins, you pay one price and pretty much everything is included. So activities like football is free to do. You've got the Sky Park, which is honestly the best park I've ever seen. And then you've got unlimited rides at the fairground. And then for entertainment, Butlins wins. Like, the quality of entertainment compared to Haven, you just can't compare the two. Now, on to food. Butlins has a food and drink package, which is super convenient, especially if you don't fancy cooking. Now, don't get me wrong, if you've seen my video, the food isn't fantastic quality, but for the price, it's honestly not that bad. And I tell you now, my kids ate loads, and they are the fussiest eaters, so that for me is a huge win, and honestly, least amount of stress. Haven doesn't offer these types of packages, so you're either self-catering, which I don't mind, or you're paying a lot in the restaurants. And honestly, the price of the restaurants and the quality of the food, it's the same as bloody Butlins. It's not worth it. Now on to silent friendliness. Butlins wins here. It is so silent friendly. You can tell that the staff have had more training compared to Haven staff. Now, I'm not like gonna say that Haven's not great. It is too, depends on what park you go to and what staff are working, because some of the entertainers are fantastic with send kids, but others not as much. Being said though, Haven is actually better for us off peak because it's super quiet, so my kids actually enjoy the activities and the entertainment more because it's not as overwhelming. Whereas Butlins, you can go off peak and it's still bloody rammed, so that is the only thing. Overall, I still think Haven is brilliant, especially if you can get it at a good price. It's less overwhelming, it's more relaxed, and it's great for my kids, like I've just said. Overall, for the experience and value for money, I think Butlins takes the crown. Yeah, it's a bit rough around the edges. It could do with a deep clean and a refurb, 100%. You know what, my kids don't care. It's more the adults that care about the cleanliness and how the place looks. And for the price, you can't expect luxury. And do kids care about luxury? Absolutely not. Kids care about fun and making memories, and Butlins has that mastered. So let me know in the comments, which do you prefer, Haven or Butlins?